ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। Sri Ramakrishna displayed for a long time ecstatic love of God and started singing unaware of the external world, one after the other songs. Now he is speaking to Shashadhar, advising him in the system of Jnanapath, the path of knowledge, where intellect is more powerful than the heart. So reasoning, logic, renunciation, all this becomes from that one root, the jnana. There in Bhakti Path, it is transcendence through acceptance and going beyond. In Jnana Path, it is through renunciation. Not this, neti, neti. And the moment whatever I think belongs to the duality of nature has to be renounced at once. That capacity to deny from the bodily existence to the scholastic existence of Atman has to continue everywhere. Not this, this is not God, this is not reality, this is Maya, this is only passing show which has no existence, appears to exist like a mirror, images in the mirror. Images appear to be there, but except mirror, nothing is there. If you open the glass and break the glass and see also, nothing is there. It's appearance. Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari. Shankaracharya says, Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari. Vishwa is just like a person sees in a mirror the reflection of the thing in the front. If you see inside, everything is moving about, everything is happening. And this universe is same thing happening. The mirror which is real is Brahman. In Brahman, we are seeing the world, the whole world, which is creation of your mind, within your mind. In mind, you are seeing God, and mind is creating an image of multiplicity, manyness, and the manyness of the universe that is seen is on the screen of the Absolute. Darpana, mirror. The mirror in which we see the whole universe and world, mine, yours, all these things is on the screen of Brahman. And what am I seeing? God in the form of universe that was there, and that my mind, my intellect has multiplied into many. Just like when I enter into dream mind creates a world of multiplicity. When we wake up, nothing is there. We see elephants, horses, tigers, plants, so many things, sky and earth. All this what we see with open eyes, we see in the dream. My relatives, my friends, my joys and sorrows of my life, all I experience, fear. When I wake up, nothing is there. Mind has created. Mind has that unique capacity to create a thing which is not there. This, at the cosmic level, is called Maya. At the individual level, it's called Avidya. So when we come to the Jnana Path, this, it is my mind's creation. Even according to the science now, We don't know what is outside in the world. We hear sound. We hear. How do we hear? We hear the sound waves that are going to touch the eardrum. What sound may exist outside, what touches eardrum alone is absorbed, is perceived. A deaf person doesn't hear any sound at all. A blind person doesn't see the world at all. I am saying because I have an instrument which is taking a photograph as if of the external thing what is seen, and is what falls on the retina alone is what I understand. What is outside I cannot see. On the retina, through the eye, an image is formed. It is not I am seeing. Eye is seeing, mind is receiving, it is interpreting. How many channels it is reaching this consciousness that is I am. What is outside is not known. What is on the retina is known. Any defect anywhere, each one may be seeing different things. We call it same because our mother has taught it. This is white. How do you know this is white? My mother has taught. The same thing, another person may be seeing grayish. His mother has taught him this is white. He is seeing always just like cats see only black and white. They don't see colors. So even if you just have a red light, put it on your one of the eyes for a few seconds, and then see the difference between right eye and left eye. This whole is looking entirely different from the left eye, because you are seeing a colored thing which is not at all. It lasts for at least 1 or 2 minutes. With the same eye, just because of the influence of what you have seen earlier, it gives a different picture. So what is outside is always unknown. I am seeing everything inside. Sound outside cannot be known. Sound touching the eardrum and what mind absorbs. So many sounds might be there which I am not able to hear. Even particular decibels alone I can hear. I cannot hear the supersonic or infrasonic sounds. The elephant can hear and converse with other elephants through infrasonic sounds, which we cannot. Dogs hear particular range greater than us. So we are able to see small degree of this world. Eye has limitation. Mind has its own limitation. It cannot understand what is beyond timeless, spaceless existence, the Brahman. With this, ultimately, we infer that nothing is known what is outside. I am seeing everything as inside me. I am seeing on the retina. I am hearing on the eardrum, up to eardrum. Outside, I do not know. If a sound is there which doesn't touch eardrum, I can't hear it, or I don't even perceive. So a thing is there which the light reflecting on it doesn't reach my eyes, I cannot see. Dark, pitch dark. So many objects are there, I cannot see. So what is outside exactly is unknown. What I see, this world is within me, on the mind screen, projected by these 5 sense organs. Reality is unknown. That is the view of the Advaitins also, who follow the path of jnana. It is Indriya Janya. Don't believe it. How long one should reason about the text of the scriptures? So long as one does not have direct vision of God. How long does the bee buzz about? As long as it is not sitting on the flower. No sooner does it lights no sooner does it light on a flower and begin to sip honey than it keeps quiet. But you must remember another thing. One may talk even after realization of God. But then one talks only of God and the divine bliss. They don't see anymore this world at all. The world that they were seeing before entering into Samadhi, before getting the vision of God, before realizing God, drops away. It was mind's interpretation. Now, independent of body and mind, is able to see the truth. Even after realization of God, but then one talks only of God and divine bliss. It is like a drunkard's crying, victory unto the Divine Mother. He can hardly say anything else on account of his drunkenness. You can notice too that a bee makes an indistinct humming sound after having sipped honey from a flower. The jnani reasons about the world through the process of neti, not this. Reasoning in this way, he at last comes to the state of bliss, and that is Brahman, Ananda Sagara. He reaches the Ananda Sagara, ocean of bliss, eternal, infinite ocean of bliss. What is the nature of a jnani? He behaves according to scriptural injunctions. What is nature of jnani? He behaves according to scriptural injunctions. You see, because of long practice of Satya Dharma, Sri Ramakrishna says, a dancer, a perfect dancer, his feet will never fall in a wrong step because of the long-lasting practice. After sannyasa, during sannyasa, the purpose of Gayatri is over. The Gayatri mantra is given at the time of Brahmacharya Diksha for us, and 4 years of time is given for us for our spiritual awakening, the inner awakening. That is the spiritual awakening, Adhyatmika Jagrata, which makes you independent of body. First time getting the spiritual experience of entering into Vijnanamaya Kosha, enters into Vijnanamaya Kosha. After entering into Vijnanamaya Kosha, he will see the light of consciousness, Chaitanya, first time. And he wonders, what am I? Where have I come? What is this place? First time he experiences peace and bliss in its real sense. What passeth the human understanding, surpasses human understanding, the peace that surpasses human understanding. That peace he experiences. That bliss he experiences for first time. He has seen all the pleasures of the world till then. What is bliss is unknown. Bliss is a thing which doesn't have a counterpart. Joys and sorrows, happiness and misery, opposites are there, pain and pleasure. But Ananda doesn't have an opposite. Bliss doesn't have an opposite word. So this bliss, which has it is one and one alone, without a second. In that ocean, what would be that he gets a first glimpse of that ocean. When he comes down, it is called Vyutthana Sthiti. When he comes down, the world he had seen earlier of attachments and aversions, raga, dvesha, likes and dislikes, disappears. He sees uniform one existence. Ananda Sagara. Everything is divine, everything is divine. His bodily identity drops off. He is now at a level of scholastic existence independent of body. That is what we call Jivatman. Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava. Now you see when he comes down, he sees oneness everywhere. Everything is divine, everything is divine. Everything is Ram, 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 Ram. Every Jiva is Ram, Ram. He bows down with everything. Ego dissolves of the earlier ego. So, lasting practice of Satya Dharma, Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Parigraha, Brahmacharya, all these have become so common to him. Even after realization, he continues. For us, during Brahmacharya, Gayatri is given in 4 years' time is given for this spiritual awakening. Once the spiritual awakening is over, the purpose of Gayatri is over. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. Awaken my spiritual consciousness. It is like passing matriculation, the 10th standard, and entering into college after that. So the schooling is over. Now, like that, the Gayatri is the last 10th standard life. After that, he has to continue from Jiva Bhava to Atma Bhava. Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava is gone. Deha Bhava has disappeared. The bodily identity has disappeared. Now, from the Jivatma level, he has to go to the Shuddha Atma level. Now, sannyasa is given at that time. Once the spiritual awakening is over, sannyasas. Then the Gayatri Visarjana is done. Actually, it is called Gayatri Praveshana. Gayatri enters into me, not different from me. During sannyasa, they have a procedure, this Gayatri Praveshana. After that, he need not and is not expected to repeat Gayatri. And in traditional way, you are not only exempted, you are restricted from uttering it. Now, after spiritual awakening, awaken my spirit doesn't come into picture. It looks absurd and not required. And the habit of, as soon as we see the picture of gods and goddesses, or especially our Ishtadevata, like Ramakrishna, the moment we see the spontaneously, Gayatri used to come out. Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Awaken my spiritual consciousness. I am conscious of my body, I am conscious of this world of enjoyments. Awaken my spirit, awaken my spirit. That was the prayer. Now, after sannyasa, though we are restricted and are not allowed, and also no necessity, because of no necessity of uttering it, still that moment we see, it spontaneously comes out. how the habit, independent of reasoning, works. Even when the mind, memory is lost totally. Many people, memory, they lose. Begins with dementia and it totally. Now, there was one person whose blood clot in the brain, they wanted to take out through laser. He lost memory. He came back to home, but he is not able to identify his wife and children, his profession, nothing he is able to recognize. Just sits. As soon as food comes, goes on eating. He doesn't know how to eat, how much to eat. Goes on eating. Habit. Memory is not there. The plate, as soon as we start eating, we ask him, come with us. He will see. He is not able to recognize who is calling, where I am to go, nothing, no reasoning, no memory. So, stand, holding the hands, make him stand. We are going out, come. He will be following, he will be holding others will be holding hand and making him walk. As he is going outside, he will wear his slippers. Habit, going out to wear slipper. Habit is at a different portion stored in brain. Reasoning works in a different place. So this memory unit is different place and habits are at different place. When memory fails, habit do not fail. Habit continues. Like that, Jnani, religious instructions which he was following before he entered into spiritual world, all the injunctions, moral injunctions and religion, naturally he follows without spontaneously. He never errs. Moral imperfection is never seen in him. That's what Sri Ramakrishna says. He behaves according to scriptural injunctions. He behaves according to scriptural injunctions. In Vidyaranya's Jivan Mukti Viveka, he asks a question. If, because there is no karmic bondage for an enlightened soul, if he behaves as he wants, then what is the difference between a dog and a man, enlightened soul? He can never keep a wrong step in the social structure. Once I was taken to Chanak and saw some sadhus there, one of the places, Chanak. Some sadhus there. Several of them were sewing, all laugh, stitching, sewing. At the sight of us, they threw aside their sewing. They sat straight, crossing their legs, and conversed with us, all laugh. But the Jnanis will not talk about the spiritual things without being asked. They are Jnanis, they keep silent. So many people will be arguing. Real who has known will be silent. Will be, because it doesn't matter. Now, when we see small children playing with dolls, we don't mind. But we don't play, nor we are interested in playing, nor we object others playing. Oh, these are children's practice, doesn't matter. Very good, very good. He enjoys it. Children playing, we enjoy with toys. Each toy is real to them. As if it has got life, we see as if they see it actually. How they cover the toy when it is sleeping. Now and then go and see. Take care of the doll. How much reality they find it. Similarly, people find reality in this world. The jnani who knows all this is a passing show doesn't, oh, everything is going on. This is also going on. But jnanis will not talk about spiritual things without being asked. They will inquire at first about such things as your health and family. If you meet any jnani, how are you? How are your others at home? What are they doing? As if he's interested in that. But actually, he is not at all interested in those things. But the nature of Vijnani is different. Here the change comes. Jnani. He is unconcerned about anything. Perhaps he is wearing cloth loose under his arm like a child, or perhaps the cloth has dropped from his body altogether. The man who knows that God exists is called Jnani. A Jnani is like one who knows beyond doubt that a log of wood contains fire. But Vijnani is he who lights the log, cooks over the fire, and nourishes by the food. The 8 fetters have fallen from the Vijnani. He may keep merely the appearance of lust, greed, anger, and the rest. So here we see difference between Jnani and Vijnani. Vijnani is one who is actually experiencing the reality, and Jnani is one who knows this alone is real. This God alone is real. This world is unreal. He is very certain. But Vijnana is one experiencing this world is real. Knowing is different from but certainty is called Jnani because it is certain from him that he can never leave it and go. It is certain. Like that. But Vijnana is actually experiencing it. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.